Hi everybody, I'm Karl at Escape Trailer. This is my friend Samuel. We're going to do a year in review video. This is a brand new thing for Escape. We haven't done this before. You see a lot from Samuel and I during the year, but we figured would be good this year is if we kind of do a bit of an intro, tell you how the year went, and then we're going to cut to the rest of the folks at Escape. Well, various people in various situations talking about various things. And that's really just to give you a bit more of a behind the scenes look at who you're dealing with or who's doing what sort of within the organization to deliver the trailers and support you afterwards.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, depending on which way you are. I guess we get both at the same time during the year, so that's really great. Okay, Samuel, so one of the first things we wanted to do was look at the key events for the year.
When we look at the 2020 year, in the very beginning of the year, we rolled out the new 21NE. So we had the first one leaving our factory in basically early of the year. Very excited about the unit. It's a little bigger, great for families, big dinette, and this is kind of a project that we could successfully roll out and then think about new projects, and that's perhaps...
21NE is a really interesting one for me, and I'm just thinking about this now.
Yeah.
As we're sort of free flowing through this. We only did the 21NE because I had so many people coming in asking me if we could, kind of do the same layout in the 21 as we have done in the 19.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and so we started this off, and I thought, okay, I think there are enough people who want to do this. Let's have a go. We created the configuration, and man, has it ever sold really well.
Yes.
Right, there's so many people really want the 21NE, so I think it was a good decision for us to do that.
Yes.
It satisfied a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next plan is the E23.
Oh gosh, yeah, back to me again. Wasn't supposed to go this way. So the Escape 23. Yeah, I can't even remember when I started doing the marketing sort of assessment work on the Escape 23. I think it might have been in 2019. I might have started it. So the Escape 23 is a development that we kind of surveyed. We went out to sort of all our customers or potential customers, and kind of asked, hey, do you think it's a good idea if Escape builds an Escape 23? I was really looking at the Escape 23 as an opportunity to have a slightly larger trailer, but also to build in a whole load of new features, right, or new ways of doing things for Escape. So it's almost signaling the next generation of trailers that will come from Escape with a lot more, I would say, technological developments that I kind of see or bring with me that I wanted to put into the trailer. So we kind of got that going, and we hired a brilliant young engineer, William. And William came in and really got stuck in. And the first biggest challenge with anything, especially in the fiberglass side of things, is the geometry. So modeling this up, modeling programs are very good at modeling straight lines at 90-degree bends, or good bends. When it comes to all the curvature that you get in the model, very challenging. William did an amazing job in pulling this together. It has got delayed. We're a bit like the Tesla truck, or all the Tesla vehicles. They get a little bit delayed as you move along, but we do want to get it right. That to me is the key thing. We get it right, and that has come along really well. We're now into final stages of getting those molds here. They should arrive. Now it's going to be early January, but c'est la vie.
Yeah.
It is what it is. They'll come in and we'll move along with the Escape 23. So that was this year. That was a big movement for us this year.
Another key event happened, I'd say around March, April, when we suddenly saw a huge increase in you booking Escape trailers. So what happened is we offered all our inventory units, then you took them, then we started basically offering you the scheduled inventory.
That's right.
And then they went, and so we came up with an idea which we call a wait list. So the idea is to honor our current customers. So what we do is, every time somebody cancels, and things happen in life, customers do cancel.
Yeah, they find another Escape a lot of the time.
They do find another Escape, and what happens is they create a slot. So what we did is we said, every time somebody places a deposit, let them be on a wait list. So if somebody else cancels, we try to pull you forward. And this has been very successful.
Yeah.
So far we have moved 176 or 175 people as just of today to earliest lots in 2021, and we are now moving people from 22 back into 21, and we are super excited about that one.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot more. I mean, we were talking about this last night. There's a lot more to come in early January about what our plans are to, to increase production and really work on sort of getting. I would say, on the goal, of course, is to get everybody back into 2021. This gives Samuel some real consternation on that, but I'm confident in where we're going with all of this. So I think we'll be fine. It'll be grand. So that was that. Oh, we also had a huge number of people doing View a Trailer this year. So over 3,000 people have done View a Trailer this year. And I'm going to say the man behind the camera, Harrison came and joined us in April, and it was really May, I think. We started off with the one-on-one videos, and since that we've done 650 one-on-one personalized video tours for people. And I think the one-on-one personal video tour is just a revelation from an escape perspective, because it gives you, or it gives a lot of you already customers, but it gives customers or potential customers just a great way to get all the facts, the real facts about what's going on today in the trailers and how we build them, or what we build, or what the options are. So it's a wonderful tool, and it's so personalized. I mean, I know you've done plenty of them. Harrison's sort of taken over the most of it these days, and Melissa as well has been involved. So the one-on-ones have turned out to be an excellent alternative or add-on to the View a Trailer with our ambassadors, who are just amazing. But during these COVID times, it's made it more challenging for people to go and see them. So that's the 3,000 views. You got your wait list sorted. Vake has done an excellent job. Working with Samuel.
Big shout out to Vake.
Vake has done an amazing job in really just coordinating all the moves from all the customers and getting people back into better slots. So
she's a bit like Santa Claus right now, right? Every time you hear from Vake, you know that's good news.
That's what a bell has just rung. An angel got its wings. Job.
There's another key event that happened, kind of started in spring, and then we really rolled that out, and that was our US and Canadian financing. Especially if you're now maybe on the wait list and you have a little bit of time and you're considering financing, you're welcome to use your own bank, but we do also offer financing, and we think it's very competitive. So have a look on our website and check that out.
Yeah, for sure.
So
that's kind of the intro. The next thing we wanted to do was just a quick review on stats for the year. We're not going to do too many stats to sort of bore you, but we'll look at probably the key options that people have chosen, and I'll give a small extra bit of information with some of those anyways. So the first one we're going to talk about is the dual 6-volt batteries. Dual 6-volt batteries sort of increases a person's ability to, or the length of time that you can boondock or stay off grid. So you got more energy storage, so you can go for longer on your electricity, depending on your usage, of course, when you're off there. But one of the key things that kept coming back from everybody was, can we do lithium? Can we do lithium? Can we do lithium batteries? Lithium batteries is a big change. A big change for us. There's a lot more that goes on in the system to make a lithium battery work. Plus, we want to go and find the best batteries that we could find at the same time. And we've been working on it. We've done a really good job. So that's why. So dual 6-volt batteries, which was one of the most important, the highest chosen options in 2020, is why I've driven to the whole lithium battery idea for 2021, because I see it as a great opportunity for someone to really have some great storage capacity in their trailer. So that was dual 6-volt batteries. The other one was
could talk about the air conditioning.
Air conditioning. Yeah, for some people, especially our customers down in the southern part of the US, or even if you walk through into Alberta and certain parts of Canada, it's an absolute must to have it. If you certainly want to be comfortable in some way or other. So air conditioning is a great option.
And a little bracket note here: we did introduce a brand new option on the air conditioning. So you have two different air conditioning that you can choose from.
A lot of complaints that came back, complaints. It's like, I don't like this. This is an irritation for people. Was the noise from the air conditioning units. So we went in search of a lower noise air conditioning unit, and that's the option we now have up there, the Mach 10 AC unit from Coleman.
And the interesting bit is, it's more powerful and
Yeah.
yet quieter.
Yeah.
So we're very happy about that choice.
Yeah, that's a nice looking unit, and it seems to do a great job. So I'm really pleased about that one.
Yeah.
So that was the air conditioning. A little feature that I know you're going to talk about later when we get into the what was it, the last one there, the most truly personalized trailer, or at least one that we noticed probably the most, is counter extensions.
That's
A
right.
very underrated accessory inside the trailers. Now I know the configuration ladies, and they will see those later on in the video. They will promote the counter extensions. It's a really cheap way just to get a whole lot of extra space
Yes.
in your trailer.
And it stores away neatly. You just flip it up, flip it down when you don't need it.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's just one of those, like, hey, it just makes so much sense and they're dirt cheap. It works really well. So that was counter extensions. So 1, 2, 3.
Tires are famous.
Aluminum wheels. You saw a lot of aluminum wheels going out this year. All right, so aluminum wheels are, what's on this fifth wheel behind. I'm sure Harrison will show you one-on-one if you really want to see them. They're pretty.
Look great.
They look really good. That's a nice bit of bling that goes in the trailer. So they were very popular. And then there's one more. What was it?
Harrison, help us out here.
I got it on my phone. So there was one more, and I think that's even one I wanted to talk about. Oh, the removable. It's Harrison's favorite.
My favorite.
Harrison's favorite. Removable power cord. So as you know, in the trailers, you had to remove this. The standard is the ordinary power cord that's connected inside, and you push it in through the port and close it up. But the really popular option has been the removable power cord. I don't know if it's really popular because Harrison keeps telling everybody it's his favorite, so that's entirely possible. But it is also a very nice way to not have any little critters coming inside through the opening that you have. So removable power cord.
It basically seals it completely, so you cannot have like a, as you say, a little bee or so flying in there. It cannot. It's
Little
completely
things
closed.
finding their way in. Yeah, exactly. So that's the year in review stats that we've done. Thank you very much. We're going to jump over now to see some other folks at Escape. Hi everybody, this is Karl at Escape, and I'm here with my good friend Samuel and the configuration team with Jodie, Melissa and Linda. And this is part of our year-end wrap-up video, and one of the things we want to do is quickly go through with the team and talk about your favorite configuration experience, or what you particularly enjoy about being configuration specialists and working with all our customers, and then of course ending with your favorite, should we say, photo in the calendar, which is a very difficult thing to do because there are so many good photos in the calendar and so many other good photos that didn't make it into the calendar this year as well. I know everyone has lots of ideas about how much they love these photos. And just for you guys, of course, we have this communication within the team, within the office, and when these photos come in, we kind of share them around, and sort of it gets a lot of excitement with everybody. So, shall we start off with, I guess, Jodie?
Okay, so I think for me, what I love about doing configuration is a lot just customization. The things that people, custom sinks and custom colors, and how they're able to really personalize the trailer and make it theirs. And I think part of my experience as well that I enjoy is working with the people. And as you work with them, you kind of get to know them. And then as you see how they're doing things in their trailer, it gives you a little more insight, I guess, into who they are, into their personality and their character. And I really enjoy that.
That's wonderful. Really good. Yeah. And people just love working with you as well.
Thank you.
So that's great. And calendar?
Oh.
Any thoughts?
Well, I love the front cover. I think it's really, really fun. And yeah, I agree. Super hard to choose, but I think the reveal. I love April.
Yeah.
I love April.
Yeah.
I think it's my favorite.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The grasslands.
Yep.
So, wonderful. Okay. And Melissa. You're up next.
Yeah, I'm a little different. I do the inventory more than I do the configuration to customization, which is kind of great, which is really neat because you get to get people into their trailers faster.
Yeah.
Same with Jodie. I enjoy talking to people and getting to know them and what they need and all that. I have few stand out. Just we're more online now than we have been before. But I've had customers that don't have the internet, so don't let that stop you from ordering. We've done things through snail mail. It worked great. They were able to do their build sheet, sign off, and get their trailer delivered all through snail mail and phone. So that was a really interesting experience for me on that.
And that was a great, and it was a great year. We moved a lot of inventory trailers this year. So when the crisis happened, and we were building inventory trailers, and we had built inventory trailers, and we were sort of moving them through, and then going into the scheduled inventory side, which everybody was involved in, and that was a real turnaround. It was a great experience for us this year. Yeah,
absolutely. And mine, maybe I'm a little biased in kind of two ways. One, it's my birthday month, and one is he's one of my original customers when I first started. It's November's.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
There you go.
On BLM.
Awesome.
Nice. And Linda.
Yeah. So, again, like Melissa and Joldy said, I love meeting new people and talking to new people and getting to know them and forming those relationships. That's so much fun. Of course, this year it's been a little bit challenging because we haven't been able to meet people face to face, which has been really hard. I really miss that aspect of, putting a face to the name. I love the fact that there's no two builds that are exactly the same. They're all very unique, so that keeps it fresh and exciting. Another thing I really enjoy about the job too is the excitement that our customers have, right? For the process, for getting that completed project. Like, they're so excited, and that feeds me. Like, I just absolutely love that. Yeah, absolutely love it. And for me, my favorite photo, well, it's a series of photos, is July. I'm a sucker for a good sunset.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you, ladies. Really appreciate that. And I know all our customers really appreciate the experience they have with you when they're building their configuration for the trades, essentially sort of preparing their baby to be built and delivered. So that's it from the configuration team. Samuel and I, thank you very much. Hi, everyone. So, special guest today, someone who usually is behind the camera, or certainly behind the video editing for a lot of the work we've done, and has been a tremendous help for us this year with the live streaming and bringing that on board, is Daryl. So Daryl principally looks after a lot of our marketing, but mostly the content development that we have. So for Escape, really the last year has been formative in terms of our development of the website and the social media. So a lot of the social media stuff we have, the Instagram stories, all the Facebook posts, now getting into Pinterest and what do you have? Oh, Instagram. Oh, I talked about Instagram. Those ones. Daryl basically builds up all of those stories, builds up all the content for them, and deploys them out into the social universe for everyone to see and then to come to Escape on. At the same time, Daryl has also been continuously improving our website over the last year. So we released our new website, I think, back in 2019, November-ish 2019. And since then, Daryl's just made it so much better as we work our way through. So I think it's a wonderful exercise, some wonderful work that you've done over the past year. And of course, everyone thinks they might be creative. They might be capable of putting photographs together and putting stories together, but it's a very different story when you actually see someone who can do it right and do it proper. I think that's where Daryl comes in. And I must admit, every time I see another draft of what we want to send out, I go, oh my God, that's amazing. It just looks better than the last time. Can someone else review this? Because I just always think it's amazing. So let's move forward. But how does that work? I mean, how does that whole creative process work?
Yeah, thanks, Karl, and thanks for the kind words. It's an interesting process. I'll just start with I came to Escape in January of this year and had not much knowledge of the trailers themselves, so there was a bit of a learning curve. But once I hit the ground running, I learned quickly and got to know the trailers and the products and mostly the customer base as well. I started understanding who the customers were, and that just kind of rolled into starting to do some smaller projects at first to get used to using the material. And we had a good database of photography, although we're always improving. And the customer photos that you guys send us are key for what I'm doing, because without that, we really don't have photographers all over the place doing our content. It's a lot of the photography is coming from the customers,
That's
which
right.
is ideal
Yeah.
because you are the people who are out there using the trailers, and you guys are the ones that know the trailers the best, right? So yeah, everything's based off the photography first because it's a visual item we need to put out there. So if it's social media or in a brochure or on the website, and it just goes round and round.
Yeah. And we had a hard time. I remember the beginning of the year, us looking at this and going, oh, I need images. I need content.
Yes.
I don't know how to present and deliver this information to people without the content.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think things like the brochures that we did. We did some early on stuff on the brochure. It was like, wow, we don't have the photos to be able to push this out, right? So and that's kind of one of the reasons we stopped doing, or we did less print brochures.
Yeah.
Because we said, listen, these are going to be obsolete in the minute we get some decent photographs in. They're all going to be obsolete. So that was a key part during the year.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah. So it's been great. Thank you for all the photos you guys have sent. Keep them coming because we're going to have more contests in the new year. We're going to amp up our video stuff. So we want customers to send us a video. If you have it, that would be great. And you'll hear more about it in the new year for sure.
Yeah, brilliant.
So some of the initiatives that Daryl was working on this year, maybe we just discuss a few and see how they help you out there. So I'm thinking about under our resources, we have the sample order form. Why did we do that, and what's the benefit here for the customer?
Well, that one's to give customers a sample of the Formica and the cabinet and the wood and the flooring and the fabric, right?
Yeah.
Just so that you guys can have samples in your hand and feel and touch them. I think that was key for that one.
So it helps you imagine how you're building that trailer ahead of time. Another one that I really like is you added the option and locations on the website.
Configuration guides. That was, we won't talk about what was being sent out previous to those ones, but it was pretty rudimentary. And so one thing I saw when I first came was that we needed something much better for the customers to go over and see where they could place all their options. So that's been a good addition as well.
I think you do a really nice job of putting yourself in the customer's shoes and saying, how would I want to see this, or how do I need to understand this? How do I present this so that someone can understand it? And that's not an easy challenge, because there's on one side there's so much education that we need to give people about Escape, because we're so different to I'm going to say pretty much every other trailer manufacturer out there. I mean, our closest, the people closest to us, even in the fiberglass world, don't go anywhere near to the lengths that we do on the personalization and customization.
Yeah.
So hence, because a person can actually, because we go the extra mile, our customers sometimes want to go an extra 100 miles in terms of information that they need to get to validate their own decision about is this the right thing to do. Once you sometimes it might be, the phrase is options paralysis. You have so many options to choose from, you just freeze. I can't move forward. So it's a real challenge trying to synthesize or summarize maybe that information down with a few images and some text that kind of says, here, I can get this message across in this way. That to me is a real challenge, but it's also an area where for us we really need to get feedback from customers.
Oh, for sure.
Right. And we take it. Like whenever we get feedback, be it on Facebook, through email, on Google on YouTube, on YouTube with the comments and stuff that come back, we always take it and go, oh, okay, here's some comment coming back, how do we incorporate it? We don't do everything that everybody asks either, right? Just because one idea maybe it's like you got to take it in context of everything else, but for the most part we try and incorporate it.
Oh, and there was that one time this year where I didn't know Karl was doing this, but he put some brochure proofs out on the owner's forum, and we got tons of feedback as to how we could improve the brochures, and that was great feedback for us to hear how you guys thought it could make it better. So that sort of thing is invaluable for sure.
Absolutely invaluable. It's kind of like what we did with the Escape 23 that time, when we put that out onto that product platform, and then sort of got all the feedback coming back
Yeah.
from it. So it's a really useful. What else do we have, Samuel?
So our website is a little bit of a window into what happens in our daily life. So when we're looking back into this year, we saw how we had inventory units and then how quickly they were picked up, and then we had the idea of building this up a little bit more, and we had the scheduled inventory where Daryl put those up on the website and you could purchase them before they were built.
Then they were sold within a
Then
week.
they were sold, yes.
Building that out.
And
that inventory used to go
there's
so
more
fast.
to come on the inventory, so
More
stay
to come.
tuned.
Yeah, 2021 is going to be a big year for how we approach the growth.
Yeah.
That we have pretty much planned. We're not going to give it away yet. The sneak peek stuff.
Lots of stuff
but
coming.
lots and lots of stuff coming in 2021. It's really going to see Escape. Just I think we've already catapulted in the last year, but this next year we're going to catapult.
For sure.
We wouldn't believe it's going to be a huge year for Escape.
Yeah.
Going forwards.
It's a fairly new one that is, I think we call it the pre-owned listing.
Pre-owned, yes, the pre-owned trailers. Yeah.
Tell us about that. What's the idea?
That was an idea that sort of came from seeing the struggle some people had to purchase a used trailer, and that what we have on there now is we had 4 trailers come in, used trailers, and they basically sold right away. And that we see is going to grow over time as people get their new trailers this year, and we're giving people an option to something to do with their used Escape, is that we can help with that transaction.
Yeah, I mean our whole idea with the pre-owned trailer area, like we don't get any money for it. We don't charge anybody. We don't get any money for it. It's purely just a matchmaking sort of area for people.
It's
right?
like a dating site, really. It's sort of
yeah, kind of, I guess. So maybe somebody will find love through it, and we'll get some extra kudos for the whole thing. God, I've lost my train of thought. So the pre-owned, the pre-owned trailer site, there's a whole idea that it's a one-stop shop for people, right? So when a person comes looking at an Escape trailer, then they also have the option of looking at what the pre-owned trailers look like that customers are selling themselves. And then we just connect people and say, off you go and make it work. And everything is sold like really fast.
Yeah.
Right? But then again, everything's selling really fast.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So I kind of put it out to people that it's a really good option is to put it on the pre-owned trailer site for Escape trailer, because we can validate the VIN. So we'll validate that it is a real trailer sale, and we've seen a few ads in a few different places, purporting to sell an Escape trailer, and then we go, that just doesn't seem right, and invariably it's not. It's some sort of scam or something else going on. So at least we can validate it and make sure it's right.
And there's more to come with that section of our website as well. With once we start getting trailers that we may, we'll talk about that next year. It's too early yet, but there's going to be more coming with that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good one. What else have we got?
So that's a little bit of the snapshot. There's more to come, and maybe you see how this all works together. I really enjoy that interacting with marketing, with Harrison. It's teamwork makes the dream work. This is what we say here, right?
Yeah.
We were wondering if you have a favorite picture for us on the calendar.
I've seen every photo, obviously, that's come in throughout the year. And I've had some great interactions with customers where I've seen some customers posting on Instagram, and I've kind of prodded them a little bit and said, hey, can we talk about using some of your photos? And they hadn't necessarily sent them in to us to use, but once I explained what we wanted to do, so thanks to all you folks that did that. One of the gentlemen who has continually sent us some great photos, and probably one of my favorites of the year, maybe my favorite, is David Murphy's photo of his Escape 5.0. I just love this photo. Thanks, Dave. It's one of my favorites. It's on the website. It's in the calendar. So that's one of my favorites for sure.
Dave, aka the Cat Carpenter.
Yes.
And I've seen Dave with his the same T-shirt as this actually.
That's right.
Yeah. Up on Facebook, I think. Was it on the Facebook stuff? Daryl also gets a lot of the what are they called? The social proof stuff.
The testimonials.
Testimonials. Yeah. I guess so a lot of the testimonials end up coming through Daryl, and then he'll get those testimonials up there for people so that they can really I think for the most part, if they go to Facebook, the Escape Travel Trailers site, they get it instantly, right? The general following that Escape has, and the love people have for their trailers. So, but people don't always get there on the first run. They'll come to the website first, and then maybe they'll find their way to Facebook, to the Escape Travel Trailers Facebook page. So, if you have any of those testimonials, I send them our way, and Daryl will make sure they get them up there. They get up there for other people to sort of see how great the Escape trailer is, and then maybe move forwards to getting one of their own.
For sure.
Yeah, great, wonderful, Daryl. Anything else, Samuel?
That's it for today. Thank you, Daryl.
That's it for today.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. This is Samuel and Harrison. Harrison is one of us who you will see as one of the first people at Escape. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing and how this year has evolved for you.
Yeah, so in early spring of this year, around April, we had a customer who asked to do a video tour with us, and especially since we're a direct-to-consumer manufacturer, it's we're not everywhere, so it's a great way to see our trailer. So we did that, and that's evolved into this great program, the one-on-one program. And Karl's mentioned earlier in the video that we've done over 650 one-on-ones to date, and it really is a fantastic way to learn about our trailers, get the most up-to-date information from Escape, and this has so much value to people. And the most important thing that I always say to people is this is your time. So if you want a measurement of a cabinet, or you want to see something in particular, or even if you got just one question that's been in the back of your mind, you can always ask. And it's a great way to learn about our trailers, supplemental to, or even, in addition to seeing a trailer in person with our ambassadors, so you can go see an ambassador, get their unbiased feedback on the experience with Escape. And then, you can always do a one-on-one and get the most up-to-date information. It's been really fantastic and so much value for our customers.
So it really links together. If you see a trailer with an ambassador, and we are so grateful for all of you out there, to take the time and show your trailers and, pick up the phone. And it's such a fun community. Big shout out to Sherry and Glade, who were our very first customers. And I still remember how this all started. Can we try to do a video tour? And we said, okay, sure. And now we had so many customers going through our showroom just virtually. Harrison, one thing I really like about the tours you're doing is you're hopping from one trailer to the other. For some customers may not be decided yet on the floor plan, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's very interactive, a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And what did you choose in terms of picture?
Well, even though an Escape trailer is not a 4-season trailer, it's still very well insulated. So if you wanted to camp inside the trailer with no running water, I think that, this photo by Angie and Rhonda, Adventures in No Madness, really shows it's a fantastic photo. I just love the composition of it and all that snow. Very jealous. We don't get, even though we're in Canada, we don't get as much snow as people might expect.
Yes.
But this is just a great photo. And, I'd imagine they were living, they're setting up their cabin, I believe, and they were living in their Escape while they were doing that. And I just love this photo. And
really, I think it's nice. Up in Alaska, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah.
Talkeetna, Alaska.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Wow. So
well done. Thanks for the picture. Thank you, Harrison, and we hope you join Harrison on one of the one-on-one tours. Hello, everyone. I'm Samuel, and I'm here with Vivian and Nicole. Thanks for joining us. Vivian and Nicole are in charge of our deliveries. Tell us a little bit what we are doing and what changed for our customers this year.
So this year we've rolled out hubs pricing. So that's pretty much deliveries to locations that we visit most frequently. And so those prices are secured for all of 2021, which is really nice. So if you're requesting a quote to any other location, you have to give us an email or fill out the form on our website, and we can reach out back to you.
So when we are speaking of hubs, those are hubs in the major cities, for instance, all across North America. So we have them in the United States at this point. We don't have them in Canada yet, but we have them in the US. So it's an efficient way, and so far it's been well received. In terms of numbers, how many have we sent out so far?
Yeah, so approximately 147 deliveries to the US, with only 7 to Canada, as many of our Canadian customers would prefer to come here and pick it up, even if it's a bit of a road trip.
Yeah. And for now, pricing in Canada is a little more than the US. So that's probably one reason why some of you are making the trip to us, right?
Yes.
Okay, so those are the numbers for 2020. So it did increase quite a bit from last year. Customers who would like to pick up in Sumas, Washington, how is that working?
Yeah, so it's the same delivery form that you fill out, and you just specify that you want to pick it up in Sumas. It's no charge, and we get one of our drivers to deliver your trailer just across the border in Sumas, Washington, in one of the parking lots. And you come, they transfer the trailer, and you can pretty much be on your way, and it's really quick and easy.
Nice. And a little heads up, we just recently put on our website under delivery 2 recommendations in the area around Sumas for accommodation. So if you're thinking of, especially if you're out of town a little further out and you would like to stay close by, book those accommodations. So if you want to test out the trailer or stay there overnight, great places to stay. So all on our website. Thank you very much, you two. You're doing a great job. And if you have any questions, let us know. Oh, I tend to forget that, Harrison. Thank you. The calendar. What are your favorite pictures?
Mine, I would say, is probably, I don't know. I would probably say January. I really like the mountains, being from BC. Close to home, but this is taken in Alberta, so that's there.
My favorite photo, I would have to go with December. This photo is really cool. I love how you get to see all the treetops and just like the colors and the bright white snow. And this was taken in Alaska, which is pretty cool that we have more and more trailers going there all the time.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, I'm here with Dave. Thank you for joining us. Dave is working in our parts and service department, and you may have seen his recent video on winterization, which turned out really, really well. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Speaking of videos, maybe just give us a heads up how, why we are doing this and what's the benefit for our customers.
Well, the videos are a good learning tool. I know for myself, I'm a visual person. We can talk on the phone and I can tell you how to do things, but unless I actually see it,
yes,
I have a hard time with it. So the videos are really good for showing the person where the parts are, what exactly to do. It's just excellent to look at.
So a good resource for sure.
Yeah.
With this year, 2020, we have seen less customers in person here. So
right.
The videos are one way to kind of educate and reach out to us.
Yeah.
But always feel free to pick up the phone.
Yep.
And call us.
I encourage people to always give us a call first, even if it's warranty for another appliance or such.
Yeah.
Would be your first point of contact, and then we can point you in the right direction, or maybe we have a self-help that'll work for you instead of going to make an appointment somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of warranty, that's a question that we get quite often. I'm sitting in Florida or California, or maybe up in the Yukon. How do I get my trailer how do I do my trailer maintenance? Yeah.
Well, all our appliances are the same, and they have service centers all over North America. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the first point of contact is to phone Dustin, myself, or Elaine.
Yeah.
And just tell us what the problem is. And like I said, we might have a solution for you on the phone, and or can point you in the right direction for calling a service center for that appliance.
And we do cover, we have our own in-house warranty, right? Which is
we do for the build of the trailers and such like that.
Yeah.
And say for whatever reason there was an issue, we would work with the customer and a service center and cover that cost ourselves.
Beautiful. Okay. In terms of expectations for customers, so if you have a concern and you're calling in, how are we dealing with that?
So we do log all calls and all emails,
Mhm.
if that's what you're referring to. So we always make sure that we get back to the customer
Right.
and make sure that that's dealt with. And it's our way of following up to make sure that everybody's been taken care of.
So you might even, after your concern is resolved, get another call.
Yeah.
Just like a follow-up call to see if you're truly happy or if there's anything else we can do.
Yeah, we want to make sure that the customer doesn't go away mad because something didn't get fixed. So we'll have like Elaine call the customer back and just make sure that everything's working, which was the problem. And if there's any other issues, then she can bring that forward to us as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Super. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And your favorite photo?
Oh, I was asked to pick a favorite photo in our calendar.
Yeah.
So I picked May because I'm a dog lover and all
Sure.
the dogs are there.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Got to take your dogs camping. All right.
Thank
Good?
you.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. And thank you very much to all the folks at Escape for doing these videos and sharing their faces with you. Really nice.
Yeah,
That's
appreciate that.
good. Now they know how challenging it can be to be in front of the camera doing this sort of stuff. Okay, so this year we have a calendar, obviously, and a lot of people have seen the calendar. This was a great calendar for us to put together this year. Calendar, we sort of chose all the photos that are in the calendar. I've done this already, so I won't do it again. We chose all the photos in the calendar from the submissions that we had to our quarterly photo contests that came into Daryl.
Yeah.
And so we chose from those photos and we went around the Escape and we said to people, okay, choose the photos that maybe you like the best, and then we will include those photos for our customers and create our beautiful calendar. So Daryl did a really nice job doing the calendar. For anybody who's not an Escape customer, didn't receive their trailers, we say I guess their trailer wasn't built, maybe the better way of saying it, in 2019 or 2020, you can purchase this calendar. You can purchase the calendar online. It's sort of print-on-demand service with a company called Lulu, and it's on our website somewhere. So you can go and print out this calendar, get it delivered to your home. I can't remember how much it costs, Harrison. $14 plus delivery.
14 US.
$14 US plus delivery. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's around that $15 or so. But a very nice calendar, obviously very unique as well. Now, what do we want to jump into next, Samuel?
So you find it under resources on the website.
Thank you.
And we wanted to sort of reveal the photo of the year.
But at the end.
Yes.
At the end.
At the end?
At the end.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
we're going to do.
Hang on tight.
Yeah, Harrison has instructed us very well. We are going to go through Are we doing the escapees now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to do so we're going to have our own version of the Oscars.
The Oscars.
Of a night, the BAFTAs, whatever it is, the Tonys. So we're going to call it the escapees. So for the escapees this year, and I think we'll probably work on changing this next year and try and get ambassador and customer feedback into this. But at least for this year, we've just chosen some things that we find were really cool. So the first one for us was what we consider the best named trailer, and there was 3 different ones that we kind of looked at. There was the potato wagon. Is that a reference back to me? Should I get all upset?
He's Irish.
about it? So we had the potato wagon. That's how Harrison and myself and Sharon and Georgia came across from Ireland on a potato wagon. There was the potato wagon, so I particularly liked that one. We also had Hillbilly Heaven, and then there was Pookie's Place and Mrs. Hogwallop as well. I don't know where that name comes from. Sounds Harry Potterish, but I guess probably not. So I shouldn't make an assumption there. And the one that we ended up choosing or deciding anyway was Hillbilly Heaven. Was the one that we kind of really liked. We thought it was great. So that was that one.
Best custom graphics. So we have those standard choices for you, but you can also we can custom make for you. And the one we really liked was one. It's called the Wilderness, and it has a beautiful mountainous scene. I'm from Switzerland, so that's my favorite. There we go.
Perfect. Excellent. Yeah, that was a really nice little project that Daryl put together.
Yeah.
So Daryl worked with the customer and came up with a sort of this custom graphic to put on the side for them. And we kind of had some ideas about modifying or changing the graphic, changing the swirls, the things that we had, and kind of thinking about that now for 2021. But we haven't done it yet, so it's not available to anybody. I don't know when it's going to come along. Best aftermarket mod. Best aftermarket modifications. Listen, there's one guy that I just love following on the Facebook Travel Trailers site, and that's Johnny Hung. I would say probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. But at the same time, man, he's done such a beautiful job with his trailer.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful. All the modifications that Johnny has done are exceptionally well thought out, detailed, and communicated to everybody who kind of wants to go and do the same thing.
Yes.
Right. So you're looking for some inspiration, and there are lots of other people who've done lots of really cool things too. But the one that stood out for me, at least this year, was Johnny Hung. So big shout out to Johnny. Thank you very much, Johnny, for sharing all these things. And one of the Harris was asking, what did Johnny do?
Yeah.
Johnny did lots of things, but one of the primary things Johnny did was he added a whole lot of solar to his trailer and really improved his off-grid capabilities. And I happen to know that when Johnny was up here, he flew up and came to meet us when he was configuring his trailer. I believe Johnny's whole home is off-grid, as in he has full offline capability there from a power perspective. So definitely probably the right guy to do this, if anybody is.
Next one up is a truly customized escape. Now, there are so many.
So many. Every escape is
And-
almost unique.
Right? We had to pick one, and we picked the one for Denise Fanger.
Yeah.
She just puts a smile on my face.
Yeah.
She's such a lovely lady. She, puts her own personal touch into that trailer, and she had custom flooring, her own sink. She had a little soap dispenser in there, and the color code was just, blue, what she likes. And I would say a big shout out to you, Denise. Well done, and to everyone else who was creative and kind of kept us on our toes. But also, at the end, we have such a beautiful and unique product.
We see such beautiful trailers going through all the time.
Yeah.
I remember Denise's trailer. Blue's my favorite color. Blues and purples, I guess, because I'm colorblind, so I think all purples are blues or blues are purples. But I thought it was a beautiful color, really well put together, and her use of the Kenter extensions was excellent.
Yes.
Right, especially for her puppy. Right.
There's one little shout out to her as well, because the flooring that she introduced,
Yes.
we saw that. We actually went there and I touched the
Yeah.
flooring. Now this is one of our
That's
new
right. That's
7
right.
standard
That's
flooring, the Shadow Grey.
We're discontinued on the other one.
On the Mill Creek
Mill Creek axle.
And we took.
Yes,
we
went to
should call it
Denise's-
Denise flooring,
the
but
Denise
we
flooring.
call it the Shadow Grey.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that one, Samuel. I guess we're now down to the calendar, right? And the best photo of the year. It should probably come as no surprise that the best photo of the year is the photo that we have on the front cover of the calendar. So Dominique and Gio, and sort of they really stole it
Yes.
this year. So it was such a wonderful event for them, and congratulations on them sort of getting married this year. And then just how cool to put it in front of your escape trailer, which I know they're out using at the moment, and I know that because I know Sharon was just connecting someone with them to go do view a trailer.
Nice.
So these are the stars of this year, is Dominique and Gio.
All the best to them. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, listen, everybody, thank you very much. Have a very, very safe and happy new year. From me, Karl,
And Samuel.
Samuel, we are Escape Trailer, and we are
Built for you.
Built for you. Built for you. Built for you.
Built for you.
Built for you.
Built for you.
Built for you.
Built for you.
Built for you. Built for you.
built by them for you.